This movie is about colliding cultures, about worlds coming together. This is a story of my family. My family came from different places in the world. All the traditions and history of these places combined to create my family, the Defrin family. Chapter 1. Germany. Because my mother is the second generation of her family in Israel, and my grandparents who were born in Israel, I'll talk more about the traditions that my great-grandparents brought to my family. All four of my great-grandparents were born in Germany, in the cities of Berlin, Hamburg, Marburg, and Georgesgemund. The Jews who lived in Germany, my great-grandparents amongst them, had many traditions. Most of them they received from the regular German culture. They were very punctual, hardworking, and aspiring, all known German culture qualities. As astonishing as it might sound right now, my mother tells me that they used to eat by the time and not by their hunger. Because they are very frugal people, they even kept a set of parva kitchenware for food that isn't dairy or with meat. These are the traditions that were unique to my mother's side, the German side. Chapter 2. Morocco. My grandmother, my father's mother, was born in the city of Marrakesh in 1939. The Jews in my grandmother's part of Morocco, Western Morocco, had many traditions. Most of these traditions and their lifestyle were mostly influenced by the Jewish religion and the local Muslims' lifestyle. Their society and lifestyle was very patriarchal. This fact influenced their life in many ways. For instance, it was uncustomary for girls to attend high school, and so my grandmother completed only her basic education. On the contrary, her brothers studied for higher degrees. Religion was a very important matter. My great-grandfather made sure that all of my grandmother's brothers attend cheder, the place where young Jews go to study religion. Because keeping the Jewish religion alive is so important, it was very unusual to live in a neighborhood with people who were not Jewish. My grandmother tells me that for each holiday there was a big festivity with a lot of food, which was a huge part of their culture. There is an old Arabic saying that says, Christian holidays are celebrated with flowers, Muslim holidays are celebrated in the cemeteries, and Jewish holidays are celebrated with a feast. Although they immigrated to Israel when my grandmother was 17, her family still kept most of their lifestyle and traditions they had in Marrakesh. These are the traditions that were unique to my grandmother, who came from Morocco. Chapter 3. Romania. My grandfather, my father's father, was born in the city of Bacău in the summer of 1930. Sadly, my grandfather is deceased, and my family doesn't have a strong connection with his siblings, so I decided to ask my father about the lifestyle and traditions that my grandfather brought to their home. Although my father doesn't remember much traditions, he was happy to share a few that he recalled to be special. My grandfather's lifestyle was very much influenced by the events that happened to his family and the lifestyle of the Jewish community of his town. When he was a young man, locals who cooperated with the Nazis captured my grandfather's father. This event made him the man of the house and influenced his attitude towards family values. It made him realize that family comes first. Most of Romania's Jews kept a large family, much like Moroccan Jews, and so my grandfather kept the tradition and started a family with 5 kids. His community had a large amount of people who worked with animals, and one of my strongest memories about going to my grandparents' house was going with my grandfather to his stable and feeding the horses. These are parts of my grandfather's lifestyle that were very influenced by his community, the Jewish community in the city of Bacău, Romania. After I studied about the traditions and lifestyle of my grandparents and ancestors, I took some time to think about how the lifestyles and traditions affected my life and how I behave. I feel like I took several qualities of each lifestyle and transformed it into parts of my own. And same goes for how my parents combined the lifestyles of the three very different communities and families, and created this incredible balance that is my family. I would like to dedicate this movie to both my grandparents, YuvalDefrin and Yuval Wolfson, two role models and truly amazing people.